Hi, my name is Joe Siegel. I'm an activist here in Los Angeles, California. I'm working to try and help elect Bernie Sanders as the next president of the United States of America because he's the only one that's out there working on real solutions, real bold solutions to get to the roots of the problems that are causing so much unnecessary suffering in America. And he has real solutions that can work to help get everyone health care and see wages rise for everybody. See that everybody that works for a living can actually live and not just have to worry about going paycheck to paycheck, being in fear that their car might break down and they'll lose their job and their health care, and not be able to put food on their table for their family because wages haven't gone up in decades. In real money adjusted for inflation, just not keeping up, and everybody knows this, that things are just wrong, and that our wages should be higher, and the very rich are just getting very, very richer, while the rest of us are working too hard and too much stress and too much worry and fear, and that this isn't the kind of country we all expected and we all grew up in and hope to see continue. And so I was driving down to Long Beach, and I have this huge bumper sticker I put on my Volvo. It says Bernie Sanders in bright red. You can see it from a mile away. So I get all these smiles and thumbs up, usually from young people who recognize Bernie Sanders and recognize his honesty, his sincerity, and that he's not one of those politicians who's really polished and who's trying to please everybody. He's more of an activist, who happens to be elected, and it's just a plain-spoken guy who sees that things are wrong and workers deserve a fair break, and students don't need to be in debt for years from getting an education and then expect to compete with students from Europe and Scandinavia and other places where the government pays for health care and education, and we have to compete against that. It's just not fair because we have one hand tied behind our back, just trying to get an education and hold down a good job and afford health care, when the most affordable health care is to have Medicare for all, like in every other Western advanced nation. And Bernie Sanders is the only one out there calling for this, calling to break up the big banks who get socialized and bailed out, while the people don't. People don't haven't got bailed out. Our wages haven't gone up, and the big banks are now bigger than they ever were before. So I'm driving down the freeway, the 405. It's mostly a parking lot for hours every day, and people are giving me the thumbs up, and they're a lot of young people, a lot of college-age people recognize Bernie Sanders, and it's great to see people smile and wave, and I wave back and flash on the peace sign, and I'm wearing my Bernie cap, and it really feels like a movement. People really sense real change is coming, and so I went through another good indication is I went through a drive-through from a fast food place, and this young lady, she must be 18, 19, not any older than that, and she says, Bernie Sanders. She sees my Bernie sign on my side view window of my car. I have a sign that says Bernie Sanders, and the driver of this car are both FDR Democrats, because that's the way I feel. We need another FDR bold Democrat in office. And she says, all right, and she flashes me the thumbs up. Now, if an 18, 19-year-old young lady recognizes and gets excited about voting and recognizes Bernie Sanders, that means we can win. We're going to win because young people are excited about voting again. And people didn't show up in the midterms, and young people were not showing up, and because they didn't have somebody to speak the truth to them, someone with passion who recognizes their potential and is willing to take risks and speak the truth to them and say that they deserve better, that we all deserve better. So I'm just so happy today. I saw several people that I talked to, young people, who said that they are excited again and they're going to vote again and they're going to vote for Bernie Sanders. And I think that please talk to everybody, your neighbors, your coworkers, people who serve you. Thank them for serving you, and you know, hand them a business card with something about BernieSanders.com website on it. Just share information and be neighborly and listen to people and care, and we can win together. We can all win together, and that's the only way we're going to win, is if we all respect each other and work together and elect somebody who is going to face down the bullies and the greedy people for us, while we all rebuild America from the grassroots up, from our communities up, our schools up, and give everyone healthy families, and that's what we're going to do together. Let's elect Bernie Sanders, the next president of the United States of America. Okay, everybody? So have a great evening, and I'll continue to share my stories of conversations soon. Peace. Let's win.